Okay, so I just came out of the gym. There goes a cop going by. That's only interesting because I just talked to one of the owners of one of the shops in there, Abby. I was asking him about the meeting they had last month. I saw elbow to elbow people in there, including Abby, and then I saw one of our neighbors, Chris, who is I don't know, district councilman or something. Anyway, he so anyway, he was saying they were just advocating for more police in the parking lot because they've had too many shootings around here. But anyway, yeah, so I was just at the gym trying to, it's not part of anything yet. However, I do want to work every muscle group, big, bulky muscle group once a week for 50 weeks of the year. There's going to be a couple weeks where I'll check in and be like, I didn't work out. But yeah, I just wanted to feel it out and tell you what it feels like. It feels like 2026 is going to hurt. It's going to hurt. I want to do backwards lunges at least twice every week. And really emphasize importance on this right leg because it's weaker than the other one, and that's pretty frustrating. So we're going to see if we can make a difference in 2026 so that 2027 we can have a balanced out body. There's some other things I didn't mention that I want to do in 2026. I would like to try the 30-day. I'm going to try the 30-day no sugar challenge in 2026 because hell, why not, right? I'm gonna do the 72-hour fast. I gotta look into those and find out what they are, but I mean, just like I've seen the videos being like, do a 72-hour fast and you'll be amazed by the benefits. Okay, well, I'll give those a shot then, but I want 1 year where I can just try and quantify the values of the results. Quantify the results. Maybe I said too many words there. Where I can check the results. Oh, and then this month, January, I think we're going on basically lentils and chicken soup and eggs diet all month. So there's going to be some changes going on. There's going to be a lot of stuff that changes. Once a week, I want to write down and talk about what I'm upset about over the week, where I didn't stick to, 2027 me will be ashamed. And I'd like to talk about one thing that I'm super proud of that 2027 me will be super excited that 2026 me was doing, right? We're going to keep this rolling and we'll just let you know how it's going. Let you know if it's a waste of time. I'm also going to use that, there's a toothpaste out there. I want to say that too. I'm going to use that toothpaste that you supposedly remineralizes your teeth. So I'm going to use that all year and report back as to if there's any change or no change. Take different vitamins. Like I'm gonna stick with the Amway vitamins. I'm going to be using those all year long and see if I notice any difference. I took them sporadically, but mostly on throughout 2025, but not religiously like I want to. Take creatine, 5 days of the week. I want to take it every day, but I'm sticking with it. I'm gonna put these checks. I'm gonna make my list, and every week I'm gonna check in on how I did with it all, and try and report in on how much I weighed, how I'm feeling. I'll be checking in because this is the only way I'm gonna do it, I think. And 2026 is like my last year because otherwise what happens is I move to Texas and I get a job where all this goes out the window and I am too busy focusing on my job because it'll be a career change at 46 years old. So instead of doing a career change at 46 years old, I'm just gonna track my 46th year and see if I'm happier at the end of it than I was at the beginning. And if so, I'm just gonna keep doing more of that. It's all about longevity, just if you can survive and be happy, there's a whole lot to it. I understand insurance. I've got a plan where you just don't, I say a plan. I have an idea where, what if you were just insured just for the medical care provided, not for any of the pharmaceuticals? Because I think the pharmaceutical companies are pushing all this bad stuff to get people on meds SSRIs and stuff. It's unnecessary. But I mean, I believe it's unnecessary. And I wish there was an insurance company out there that was like, hey, look, we're pretty cheap, but we don't pay for any of your pharmaceuticals. You know? Because then nobody be in there taking advantage of it. You know, I think it's the average cost of Ozempic, and I'm going off what Google says, but like $1,000 a month, I think. So people that are on Ozempic are getting $1,000 a month thing. The only way the insurance companies are going to make their money back is by charging really high premiums to everybody, and denying claims, denying cases. So I want one where it's just like, hey, look, we'll take care of all the medical stuff, but you're going to have to be responsible for all your pharmaceuticals. That way there's no benefits to the pharmacy company, those guys, for us to exist. We're just there for, doctor's going to reset your bones. You know, you can go get a GoodRx account or something to supplement your pharmaceuticals if you think you're going to need them. It's just an idea, but just wanted to share my thoughts.